Alright, we stopped at the Walmart. Did the Walmart thing because that's part of camping apparently. Then we got some food, some meat. You gonna say hey baby? I just don't know about that. We're gonna head up the mountain to go to the campsite at the Richlands. And it started to turn to rain, which sucks, but I bet when we climb an altitude, it should drop back off. There's a possibility this stuff could freeze over, which would be interesting, but I don't forecast that happening. So we'll just see what happens. It's all about exploring and getting into new places and not sitting at home and watching TV, but maybe watching TV in the woods. So we'll check in a little bit.
Yeah, if I had my big chainsaw with a thing.
And
I brought a little bit of wood.
Oh Lord, music. Say pretty girl. Hey pretty girl. Well, we're definitely not going to starve tonight. The wild thing is this is a $20 wood gasifier off of Amazon. And it does a great job, and it doesn't cost you anything to use it. Just throw a few twigs in there and let it rock and roll. This is gonna be good. And crispy, possibly.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Just somebody's highly interested in what's going on here.
That's what you want to do right there. Bones.
Got avocado over here. Got some pico de gallo. Look at that. Looky there. Burke County tacos.
Burke County tacos. No mahi in these.
Route. Girl, you eating better than most people do.
I'm telling you.
See why Darren's your buddy now. Alright, so we're headed to Pendley Road, and there is a gate right here at Pendley Road. If you don't know the combination or the access code to that gate, then you probably shouldn't be back in on the Richlands Road. This particular area has a lot of houses on it, and it's all private property, so you can run into some issues. And this particular section that I'm going to be coming up on here in just a moment, it's where you start dropping off right before this next creek crossing, and there's a small waterfall. What you're going to notice is there are purple lines on both sides and on all the trees everywhere through this section. The road itself typically acts as a property line barrier for a majority of the Richlands Road, except for this section up here. This particular property owner owns both sides of the road and the road itself. So if you don't have permission from him to be going through this section, I can promise you you're going to get met with a gun. I'm not saying he's going to shoot you or anything, but he will meet you with a gun on this particular section right here, either coming out or going in, if he does not know who you are and he does not know why you're there. So that's something to consider when you're coming up to the Richlands to visit from out of town or whatever the case may be. So here we're coming up near Maple Gap, and this is pretty much the end of his property line. And this gate right here he also put up. It is unlocked. I mean, you can just pop the lock right off of it and go right through. But like I told you before, if you're coming from the other side and you see this gate and you don't have permission to go through that area, man, just turn around and go back the other way. If you know somebody up there or have permission, you know, pop the gate up and come on through. That's not going to be an issue whatsoever. But that is a fair warning for you guys that are from out of town or maybe don't know somebody in the area. It would be a very good idea to get to know somebody so that you don't have any issues coming through this section. Nasty, ain't it? Just nasty old camp food. Well, we've had another good trip. It's beautiful out here. I'll walk you over here and let you take a look. Sometimes you got to take what the weather gives you, but we started out with snow and ended up with kind of a cool, crisp day. And it is definitely pretty up here. I appreciate you joining me. Hopefully I got some good content you enjoyed yourself, and you'll come back and watch the next video. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so when I post new content, you'll know about it just as quick as anybody else does. So until then, thanks for watching.